All right, guys. I know I'm a little late to this, but I turned on the camera as quick as I possibly could. We were out somewhere, and it took us like an hour and a half to get home, but I'm home now, and man, giant news just came out. I gotta admit, even though it's been about maybe 2 hours since this happened, I'm still in shock, bro. Like, I'm still in shock about this. I couldn't believe it when it happened, and then you're slowly gathering the facts. But as you all know by now, Trump was shot at. So there was a rally in Pennsylvania, and he was given his stump speech, and then this happened right here. Let me make it bigger. Listen to this.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now, by the way, I don't want to, bury the other lead here, but he's fine. Like, there was some blood coming down from his ear. It looks like maybe it grazed his ear, but he's fine. He went to the hospital, and they were already like, I mean, you're good. It looks like it just grazed your ear, but we'll get to more on this in a second, but it looks like the shooter is down, so they got the shooter, and then also one rally goer, I think, was killed, and another one is in critical condition. So here, let me play it for you again. I gathered as much as I could, and I'm trying to keep this segment as factual as humanly possible, right? But, I mean, this is, yet again, I'm tired of saying this. I'm sick of living through historic moments, bro. I'm so sick of living through. Can't we just have some smooth, regular ass, nothing shit going on? I feel like it's one insane moment after another, one historic moment after another. So here we go again. Watch.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
So you hear the shots, then he grabs his ear. He goes to the ground. I think they're trained to go to the ground, and then the Secret Service all comes in and they go over the top of him. By the way, my understanding, and maybe I was wrong, I assumed that at all these rallies, whether it's Biden doing one or Trump doing one, they have like metal detectors, and when you come in, they make sure that you're not armed or anything like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but, Secret Service, as soon as they heard the shots, they really jumped into action, and like I said, the shooter has apparently been killed. All right, we'll watch it again, then I got a lot more to show you.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Grabs his ear and goes down. By the way, at that moment, people are probably thinking like, yo, did he just get a headshot? Like, was he just murdered because it hit him in the brain? Like, that's probably in the moment what people were thinking. By the time I heard the news, we already kind of knew that it was just, it grazed his ear, which, by the way, Jesus fucking Christ, that's like inches from just game, set, match, right? So, all right, one more time, and then I got to show you the rest of this stuff too. Watch this.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
That's a lot of shots, bro. That's a lot of shots. I heard a lot of shots. Oh, the screams are blood-curdling. Jesus.
Move his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
So right now, they're still just covering him. I'm surprised the people behind him didn't, run away, but they're covering him right now. The Secret Service.
Get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooter's down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
You heard them say, I don't know if you caught that. They said, shooters down. Listen again.
Are we good? Shooter's down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down, shooters down.
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Got like an armed SWAT guy here too, it looks like, or maybe Pennsylvania local police department.
Let me get my shoes.
Did you say they let me get my shoes? Is that what Trump said? Did his shoes come off?
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Watch out.
Watch this. Watch. Look at that. You see the blood on his ear. He put his hand up defiantly. God damn, bro. All right, so look. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Look at that. Oh, God. One of the Chapo guys said, I know you shouldn't even be thinking of this in the context of electoral politics right now, but one of the Chapo guys was like, if he puts this picture next to that video of Biden explaining how I don't have to go to bed at 8 p.m. most nights. Bro. All right, look, we got another one. This is a slightly different one, but goddamn. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures. All right. Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldfinger tells me Trump was grazed by gunfire but is safe. An audience member was killed and the shooter is dead. Another person is in serious condition. This is from a staff writer at the Washington Post. So, again, it's relatively legit. Usually in the moment when things like this happen, it's really, really hard to gather facts that you know are ironclad facts because there's going to be a lot of stuff going around that's not true that later we find out, right? So, again, I'm trying to keep this as factual as humanly possible. Obviously, it's very, very difficult in the moment to have things that are like, you know, we can hang your hat on this point, right? But this is relatively, I would take this one to the bank. This one seems relatively certain. Law enforcement official briefed on Butler shooting tells me the suspect is down yet again. Further verification that the person who did the shooting has been killed. Just spoke on the phone to Ambassador Kip Tom, who was sitting in the front row at the Trump rally. He told me he believes there were two shooters, saying shots at President Trump came from different directions. He also saw others get hit. Okay, so look, on this one, Katie Pavlich is not a trustworthy source, okay? And she's saying, I talked to this person at the rally who said this. This one is not in any way, shape, or form something you could take to the bank. Everything else I've seen so far to this point seems to indicate there was that one shooter. By the way, more on that in a moment. We maybe already have video of him down, the shooter. So again, hold on that. I'm going to tell you when things are not totally verified and certified as I walk you through this, okay? I'll tell you the things I think are for sure, and I'll tell you the things that I'm not so sure, right? This one, I'm not so sure, but I just wanted to show you that there is some speculation that maybe there was more than one shooter. Okay. So this is Trump's motorcade was speeding away after the shooting. I like how they say destination unknown. Gee, where do you think he's going? He just got shot in the fucking ear. Real tough one to figure out. What's he going to, Chuck E. Cheese? Fucking moron. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so obviously this was hospital, right? Obviously he's going to the hospital. All right, now again, don't take this one to the bank, but this is floating around. Allegedly the dead body of Trump's attempted assassin here. Watch this.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there.
Right there.
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
So again, one more time, he's zooming in, top of a roof,
the guy there.
crouched down, laying down.
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
I said, I think they hit him, the guy looks dead. So right here. And then we have, I actually haven't seen this one yet. This guy says he saw someone bear crawling on a roof with a rifle minutes before shooting started, claims he tried to alert security. This BBC interview with a guy outside the security perimeter who claims he saw the shooter before he fired is absolutely wild. All right, this is my first time listening to this, so let's do it.
Someone who was here, you weren't inside the event, nope, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know, but we noticed a guy crawling. Bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't...
Oh. He was saying Secret Service blew the head off of the guy who shot at Trump. That's what he's saying. I thought for a second he was talking about Trump's head got blown off.
Watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to...
that defiant, fist in the air thing? Jesus Christ, bro.
Afterwards, or...?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
That's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You could see the white roof.
Wow.
Right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you...
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. We saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. It was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
So if everything this guy is saying is right, then actually what I was saying before about how Secret Service did a good job jumping right at Trump as soon as, you heard the shots and he grabbed his ear. They were up there within 10 or 15 seconds. If what this guy's saying is right, then actually... No credit to Secret Service, no credit to the police who were supposed to be guarding this event, because it seems like he was trying to point homie out for a hot minute and they weren't doing anything. They weren't reacting to the attempted communication, which is sort of devastating.
Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building? Here.
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions.
Damn, homie's going in on the Secret Service.
They're going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
Nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that. That was a terrible thing.
Okay, Jesus Christ. All right. And then finally, this is my first time watching this one too. An emergency room doctor I spoke with tried to save someone's life in the crowd. Okay, here we go.
That's exactly where I heard him come from.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot.
He said, I thought it was firecrackers to begin with.
So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. So I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
him
there only
up
one
on a
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one who did it.
We need to evacuate everybody.
Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ. All this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Can we just have some normal ass shit happen for once ever, please? All right, so now I should say Now let's get into the parts that are speculation, insofar as we could do any speculation at this moment. And I'll make some predictions for you in a second. But of course, Occam's razor here. This does not take a genius to point out, right? This is the most obvious thing in the world. But Occam's razor is obviously this is somebody who is super anti-Trump, and I already see speculation on Twitter that this person was like an Antifa member, and I already see a name floating around, but it's not verified yet by any like legitimate outlets. So I wouldn't give that name because it's too speculatory at the moment to give the name. But, you know, Antifa has been floated. It's certainly possible, but not 100% yet. Again, in the fog of the moment, it's very difficult to get all the information you can. I'm sure as the hours go by and the days go by, we're going to eventually know for sure who this was who did this. We're going to know if they're tied to a group or if it's just an individual. But that is the speculation at the moment, is Antifa. Again, not verified by any stretch of the imagination, but I'll keep my eye on that. And next time I do a segment, we'll talk more specifically about who it is. We might have a name in relatively soon, let's say. In fact, by the time you're watching this, it might be out. I'm not 100% sure. So there's that. Now, in terms of predictions, and by the way, I'll play this for you again as I continue to talk. You can see the event happening. If it works. There we go. Okay. I'll go back to the beginning. You can see it again.
You see something that said,
so,
take a look at what happened. Oh.
There it is again. Okay. So my predictions, look, right off the bat, this is like this is a rock solid prediction right here. There will be conspiracies galore, bro. I'm talking 78 conspiracies before frickin' Monday. Right? Before Monday, we're going to get 78 conspiracies. I have no doubt about that. The conspiracies are going to ramp up colossally. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be like, you know, Joe Biden did it. Somebody tweeted like, oh, I see Joe Biden took that Supreme Court ruling on immunity to heart. So I'm sure people are going to blame Biden. I'm sure the deep state is going to be blamed. It's going to be, forget it. They might blame China, whatever. Like, I'm sure there's going to be conspiracies galore. 100% guaranteed. In fact, I'm already starting to see some floating around. Okay. The other thing is, I think that this is going to lead to mainstream media going way easier on Trump. I think it's going to lead to mainstream media honestly thinking like, damn, maybe we contributed to this because we're so hard on him, and maybe we shouldn't go as hard on him because we don't want people to misinterpret our rhetoric and think we want people to do violence against him. So there's definitely going to be conspiracies. Mainstream media is going to go, I think, easier on Trump now. And then here's another prediction for you. I think he's going to shoot up in the polls big time, right? I mean, again, it seems like a slimy thing to do, to have the conversation at this moment about electoral politics. But we already know he's fine. They grazed his ear. He's okay. He says he's fine, right? But I can't help but bring that point up. He's going to shoot up in the polls massively. And the other thing is, like, Biden's going to either have to come out and give a speech about this. What the hell is he going to say about it, right? Or is he just going to release a statement? How is Biden's cognitive abilities going to be when he comes out and gives a speech about it or makes some comment about it? But I can't see. I mean, look, bro, I'm going to show you this one more time. You're telling me an alleged attempted assassination, and this picture comes out of it, this picture, and you think he's not going to shoot up in the polls, bro? You think he's not going to shoot up in the polls? Again, it's weird having that conversation on the day that this fucking shit happens. I understand that. It feels kind of gross. It feels kind of slimy. But you think he's not going up in the polls? Look at this picture. Look at this picture, homie. Look at this picture. So there are my predictions. There's going to be conspiracies galore. And by the way, just for the record, I'm not saying that what actually happened here wasn't a conspiracy, right? It's possible what ended up happening here was a conspiracy, and we'll know in time just how deep was the conspiracy. That's very possible. But it's also possible Occam's razor is correct and the most straightforward interpretation is correct, and it's possible it was some lone asshole who's just massively anti-Trump, and this is what he did. Like, there's all different possibilities on the table right now, just to be clear. But even if the conspiracy is true, there's going to be like 843 of them that are not true. And that's my prediction. A lot of conspiracies. I think mainstream media is going to go way easier on Trump now, and I think Trump is going to shoot up in the polls massively. But yet again, man, another freaking absolutely historic day. I just want everybody to fucking chill, bro. Why can't we live in a normal country, dog? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This is insane. This is insane. We witness history so goddamn often. I've had enough. Can we press pause on this bitch? Better yet, try the reset button. Have you tried the reset button? Have you tried to blow in the cartridge like it's a fucking Super Nintendo game? Where can we do something to try to get on a more reasonable timeline? Because this shit, I can't deal with this shit anymore, bro. I'm out having a good day with the family. The little man had a golf event. You know, we were watching that. Crystal was at the pool, right? And then, you know, she comes out, Trump was shot. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? All right, I've been babbling for too long. There you guys have it. I mean, what else is there to say, man? I'll try to keep you updated as much as possible. I'll try to do as many videos as I can, because obviously I got my eyes on all this just like all you guys do. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.